Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mancian. I wanted to say hello, to come and greet you on this wonderful day, this beginning of summer, or winter if you're in the southern hemisphere. But there is a great deal of potential, a great deal of newness for a lot of the things that we've been fighting for, fighting against ourselves sometimes. Everything is going to be much easier, and we're going to be able to release everything with grace and ease with those three great eclipses that are coming to us. And so, in many sense, for me, all the signs are here. I do not need to consult an oracle or to know about to ask the tarot for anything, for I know all the signs are here to announce a great shift within my own personal life. Although sometimes things can be turned upside down and life can just show you the opposite side, for life will always reflect what we fear and what we hope. And that is just the principles of life. And then we self-determine in relation as we learn to focus on what is worth it and let go of fear. But I'm still going to do some tarot reading and read some cards for the day, for an oracle, just for entertainment purposes. But understand that there is no more need for space or for doubts, for everything must be clear, everything is aligned. For if it is not aligned, then align yourself, tune yourself, to allow yourself to be tuned in like a musical instrument to the rhythm of the universe, the rhythm of the cosmos. And the highest wisdom for us today is the Two of Raphael. It is a beautiful card. It says two hearts are meeting to create something marvelous. Soul twin or soulmate. Do not give up on those you love. So it is important to know that there is great potential for deep intimacy and romance that will be unfolding throughout the summer. But even today, there is this highest wisdom to know about tuning into that ability to share that experience of love and relationship and romance. What we need to understand is the Archangel Jeremiel. It says it's the wheel, and it says a new beginning. You are arriving at the end of a cycle, change of direction that allows you to access happiness. For happiness is something that flows, that is not something we can contain, but we can be grateful and we can have gratitude for it when it comes. And so we have to focus on that and allow ourselves to move into this sphere of surrender to that happiness, to that joy, to that higher flow. What we need to do is the Two of Gabriel. It says, be courageous and make ambitious choices. Progress is possible. You have to favor a relationship with people who see things the same way you do. For it is important to connect to those people, to those communities, to all those energies, all those who are sharing our view in relationship, to ascension, but to this higher potential, and so we can exchange ideas. As we exchange ideas, we co-create these possible realities. And so it is important to seek out those who have similar vibration, similar understanding, similar desire. And the outcome is nothing less than the Archangel Michael and the world. It says a very happy ending. The knob is the circle has closed. Spiritual fulfillment. So it is all the things of the world. Everything is there. So there is a great potential. It is salvation. It is freedom. It is joy. It is abundance. It is prosperity. I know that for me there is a great deal of change that is coming. So it is not a matter of I don't want to rush into it, but I want to feel that I am ready. For my higher self knows what I'm ready for. Your higher self knows what you're ready for. Sometimes we feel like I'm ready. But if he would come too soon, then you would realize that you're not ready. So you have to prepare yourself for whatever is coming to you and follow the sign. The sign will always inform you of what is. If you pay attention to the sign, you will be guided, you will be supported, you will know that you're not alone in this process of life. You have invisible presence that are assisting you in every day. Although sometimes it feels that we feel isolated, like Dante, the party of one. I am a party of one. I am a group of one. But that is okay as well. It's just to know that this one is a great being in reality that is connected to a plethora of amazing intelligence. For our spirit guides are amazing beings. We love them, and I want to express my gratitude for all my guides and all those who have assisted me in my spiritual evolution. The painting behind me is a painting from 2004. It is a painting about the seven spiritual family. I've done a number of paintings on that since 1999. What's interesting about this one is that uh, I have all the steps of its constructions. So I have photograph of of about 10 or 12 steps of how it was constructed. And many years ago there was a social media that was called MySpace. Everybody was there at the time, and so in those I was able to put a slideshow that would show the drawing of the painting, then its construction through like 12 or 15 steps, and then at the end the painting is fully completed and it disappears and start again. So it was quite interesting. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to put a decent website together and show all kinds of process painting. I didn't have a chance to comment on that one painting that the other day, and it is a painting about a super universe. It is called Orvonton. I don't have a photo yet, so I couldn't put it on the cover, but it is called Orvonton. It is signed Gilles Mansillon here, and in many sense it is like a big flower, but it represents the administrative center, the great center of administration for our Milky Way, or the super universe of Orvonton, and all of the peripheral galaxies are part of us, not Andromeda, but all the other small galaxies like the Magellanic Clouds and so on are part of that system. And so as we ascend, we'll move through the systems, the celestial sphere. Those spheres are not evolutive. They were created by God at the origin of time, before time. So they were administrative center, architectural sphere. They're made of a permanent matter, of divine. They are divine spheres of being. They are celestial sphere where the celestial being lives in order to administer the space domains. So as we ascend through Jerusalem, the center of our local system, we go to Idantia, the center of our constellation. We move through Salvengten, the center of our local universe. Then we'll move to Ensa, the center of our. We'll move through our minor sector. It's called Ensa, and U minor, the fifth, is called the celestial center. It is located in the constellation of Sagittarius, and then eventually we'll move into those spheres that are the center of the major sector. So a major sector is 100. They are huge responsibility in relation to administration, and when we pass through, we'll pass through those planets and evolve the center of the fifth center, and then we'll have to visit all the 10 sectors of the super universe before we access the peripheral planet of Uversa, the center of the Milky Way, which is located close to the center of the Milky Way. The Milky Way is the center of that great super universe. And so before we are launched into the eternal adventure of traversing the central universe to eventually re-emerge as an eternal being on paradise. We got to know that no matter what the contemporary scientists say, that the center of the galaxy, there is this monstrous black hole that devours stars. In truth, all the galactic centers are divine love. They're full of love and light beyond our conception. And so we do want to access that. We want to tune into this great galactic center and allow that to become part of our inner self, to connect to that, to align with that, to allow ourselves to know that we have this inner center and within ourselves, this great central sun is the root and base of all that is in our reality. And I also wanted to say that for many years I've been producing pastels on the I Ching. I do a series of 64 pastels every few years. I do a new one, and I managed to keep a whole collection of 64 pastels together. I didn't sell any of those, and I have the whole collection, so I will be able to publish them in my book. I will show them maybe later. I don't have, they're not framed yet, but I wanted to show some other pastels. Some people, I've sold a lot of pastels, and some people prefer my pastels to my paintings, and for their they may be more accessible. For now, for those who are interested, I do sell my painting, my art, my drawings, my sculpture, my pastel, my paintings on paper, and my canvases. For now, I'm selling it at a reasonable price in relation to my own sphere of reality now. But as soon as I am able to market my work in a proper way, that I can present it into the world, I will eventually, as soon as I can do that, of course, the price will change, and I will probably add at least a zero behind all those figures. But in essence, my canvases starts around €1,000 or dollars. My works on paper starts around 500-600. My pastel starts around 400-500, and my drawing starts around 200. So it is accessible. Of course, as I become as I can build a clientele. Of course, since those paintings take so long and they're so complicated, and although I have many, I don't have that many of them. They're also unique. I will try to sell them for much more money when the time comes. But for now, I'm always open to receive those who are interested, of course. I wanted to show a few pastels. The first one is this one. For it is a pastel that it's very simple. It's a 63. It's called After Completion. It's a very simple pastel. I have it because it was a gift to my mother. Then she passed on, and so I inherited this pastel. I have a number of this series that is framed, but I couldn't get my hand on it right at this moment. This is another series, very different series of pastel. This is number 12, which is Standing Still, and there's all kinds of keys and codes in those pastels. They're more drawing. And they're usually connected to the images or the judgment of the I Ching. This one is number 7. I just wanted to say a few of them. There's the Sphinx over there. The 7 is the gathering of force, the army, how we built up our strengths. And so the I Chings have been a great deal of inspiration for me. I enjoy every few years to make a whole series of 64 pastels. Eventually I might do, when I have a large studio, a series of 64 large canvas on each of the hexagram of the I Ching. For that will come. I'm going to finish with a little song that was in my head this morning when I woke up. It's an English video, you know what the words are about, but in many sense it shows that life is an eternal flow. It keeps on flowing. We can never return to the past flow. The flow is gone, and so we have to move forward with whatever life presents and be as present as possible within the now to enjoy the now, because in one moment at a time it will become dust in the wind, as Marcus Aurelius in his great philosophical book revealed to us. And it goes like this. I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes, a curiosity. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Now same old song, just a drop of water in an endless sea. All we do crumbles to the ground, though we refuse to see. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Now don't hang on. Nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. It sleeps away, and all your money won't another minute by. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. Everything is dust in the wind. Well, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let us seize the day. Let us carpe diem. Let us enjoy every moment. Let's make every day a miracle. Let us set up our day every morning, waking up to the possibility that life can be a life-transforming event, can happen within our life every day, and get rid of all fear and doubts in relationship to what life can bring. For we have to eliminate all the fight that we may have still within ourselves, all the opposing force, our illusion. Once we move into that flow, we can allow ourselves to be transported by the current, and life unfold before us, so that we become contemplative of that amazing experience that will be our life once we move into total unity and love and peace. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.